Oh,
Typical, real Italian, passing from generation to generation, from my grandmother to my mother. It's just up to you. I don't know what's your program. Maybe you can, but you are invited if you want.
thank you.
Now let's continue. You're welcome. Let's continue with the Bible narrative, because in the Gospel of John, chapter 19, verse 41, we read one passage in the Bible that says, "By the place of the crucifixion, there was a garden. In that garden, there was a tomb." Now, this is quite important because in that description, the tomb is inside of a garden. It's not close by, nearby, it's inside of a garden. It's the same complex. Now, it's quite remarkable because you will see how close our tomb is to the wine press. We actually have a wine press here in the garden that you cannot see from this platform, but you will see it down below there. As we move to the tomb area, on the left you see the wine press, on the right you will see the tomb, which proves they're also at the same height, at the same layer. In archaeology, actually they're having the same layer. It can be quite possible that they are from the same era. Now, the wine press is from the Roman era, approximately 2000 years ago. Now, Roman era is a wide range, okay? We cannot just focus on the 33 years of Jesus, okay? But still, you have a wine press from the Roman era for the production of wine, which is quite remarkable. Production of wine in ancient times is made by rich people. Does it sound any bell?
Yeah. A rich man too.
Yes, Joseph of Arimathea. According to the Bible, the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 27, is introduced to us as a rich man. So, can he be the same rich man? I don't know. How can we say that? But the fact that you have a proof of a rich man here in a vineyard and a wine press in the Roman era is making a lot of sense, because this is the proof that this garden was a garden at the time of the Romans. So it's quite important. Then if we move to the structure of the tomb, this is the structure of the tomb. This is a Jewish tomb. There is no doubt on that. No archaeologist ever doubted that it's like Roman tomb or Byzantine tomb or Greek tomb. No, absolutely no. This is a Jewish tomb. It's divided in two chambers. This is the antechamber or preparation chamber, and this is the burial chamber. Now you need to know, and that would be the connection into the rich man, that poor people, when they die, they get buried underground. But rich people, they get laid on benches. And most of the time, the tombs of rich people are carved in the rock, because the intention is to pass it from generation to generation. So the plan is that you have the bench, you lay the person that is dead on the top of the bench. After 1 year, you come back, you collect the bones, you put the bones into ossuary boxes, you store the ossuary boxes inside of the tomb, you empty the top of the bench for the next family member that dies. And the rock and the stone is quite solid and lasts longer, and that is why you can pass it from generation to generation. And that is the clue why today we have it. And it's like visible for you, will be a lifetime experience, because it's not just the resemblance and of a Jewish tomb, but also you will see that everything has been left as original as it was. Because actually you see the rock, and you will also stand on the rocky ground. The ground is absolutely part of the rock, and then I cannot really say which kind of height was at the time of Jesus, but this is a rock. It is at the level of the entrance, and the entrance hasn't been moved below. So the lower part has always been there since the time of Jesus, but has been enlarged higher. It has been made a bit bigger, but it was made bigger like in recent years. In fact, I've got a picture of the first time that the tomb has been excavated, and you can see this is the entrance. It's a very small entrance. Sorry for the picture, this is a very ancient picture. It was taken in the 1867. The time when the tomb has been excavated. Then it's been enlarged and computerized, so it has lost a little bit of clarity. But this is the entrance. You know what you can say about the entrance? That is small and round. Small is quite remarkable because you have Peter, John, and Mary getting inside, and the Bible says they were stooping down. So it's like bending. So I'm expecting an entrance that people need to bend a little bit in order to get inside. So small entrance, we have it, ticket. Then the entrance is round. The entrance round may imply, we cannot be sure 100%, but it may imply that also the round stone was closing an entrance that was round. Okay? Can also be a different shape, but it's more obvious they can be actually round. Quite remarkable. Now, if we are talking about the tomb of Jesus, if we follow the structure of the tomb that we have here, Jesus would have been laid on the top bench here. Why this part? Because actually there were Peter and John running to the tomb that Sunday morning, and they were standing outside to look inside. They don't get inside immediately. They look from outside inside. And where they are looking outside, from outside inside, they see something remarkable. They see the piece of linen and cloth, everything folded and left in the place where the body of Jesus had been laid. Of course, the body is no longer there because resurrection already happened, but they could see. So if you stand logically outside of our tomb and you look inside, the only possible location that you can see is the bench on top. Now, these are some of the evidences. There are many more. But what is important today, that you are going to visiting an empty tomb. The tomb is empty. It's been excavated empty. And this is amazing symbolism for us. The Apostle Paul says in 1 Corinthians 15, if the resurrection of Jesus hasn't happened, our faith is in vain. Implying, not even our resurrection is going to happen. So what happened to us? Going to vanish, disappear, perishing? We don't know. But because the resurrection of Jesus happened, also our resurrection, or the resurrection of those that today believes in Jesus, actually is going to happen. So today you will probably experiencing something. It's a lifetime experience. I want you to come with me down to the tomb, but to keep that in mind, that the resurrection of Jesus is not fairy tales, and the proof of the empty tomb is actually amazing, and you will actually do it today here in Jerusalem. Would you like to come with me?